Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View for the week ahead in association with Petzl. An interesting and changeable sequence of weather through this week. This is how the freezing level looks as we head into Monday, and that's lowering across Scotland from Sunday night to leave much terrain frozen across the Highlands into Monday daytime, and that freezing level dropping onto the tops in northern England and Wales and lowering further through the daytime on Monday. There'll be a widespread frost into the valleys and the glens overnight into Tuesday, with that freezing level staying very low and terrain widely frozen for Tuesday daytime. West Wales and the west coast of Scotland just seeing a slight lift on to the middle slopes. Again, some frost overnight into Wednesday, but that will also come with a front approaching from the west, and that brings the prospect of some snowfall across the hills for a few hours Tuesday night into Wednesday. That may just also bring a lift of freezing level, especially near to more western regions and more widely for England and Wales into Wednesday daytime. And generally Wednesday's freezing level, even in the Highlands, will be higher than earlier in the week. Milder air eventually moves in for Thursday, and that does look to be maybe just a milder end to the week for many. But Scotland is right on the edge of being just hanging on to some colder air, not too far from dragging that back from the north. And as we head through next weekend, colder northerly air flows look like to return, and much mountain terrain will then be back to being frozen, with low freezing levels extending southwards across the country. A coating of fresh snowfall is likely to be on the Scottish mountains on Monday daytime, following a front passing southwards tonight. If I just run the snow accumulation story on further, there'll be a bit more adding on to northern Scottish mountains from showers during Monday daytime. And as we go through Tuesday, not much more, but Tuesday evening and night, there's that scope for some more extensive snowfall across the hills, even to quite low elevations through into the early part of Wednesday. The synoptic charts for the days ahead looking like this. Chilly northerly winds on Monday, bitterly cold across northern Scotland. The strongest winds generally over more eastern mountains and running down to the Cheviots, the Pennines as well through the daytime. Some showery rain turning more to snow on high tops in northern England, and scattered snow showers feeding in for northern Scotland, most frequent around the Cairngorms. Sunshine best across more southwestern parts of the Highlands, the wind just tending to ease a bit later on in the day as pressure builds from the west. Tuesday looks like a sparkling winter's day with high pressure around and frozen terrain. The wind will start to strengthen from the south-southeast though as weather systems out over the Atlantic approach, and that will be what eventually brings that scope for some snowfall into Tuesday night. But the daytime most likely dry all the way to dusk, just maybe a few flurries starting to appear near to western coastal mountains late on in the afternoon. The front, which brings the scope for some fresh snowfalls overnight into Wednesday, will be moving away eastwards quickly into Wednesday daytime, and we get another window of weather in between weather systems. So Wednesday also looks to be a bright day with some variable banks of cloud in places, some sunshine around as well. Just watch the wind speed strengthening though. Light winds initially will increase significantly into Wednesday afternoon and evening as the next weather system is approaching from the Atlantic, and rapidly some rain and some hill snow at first moving in from the west. That looks to be by the evening time though. A windy and relatively milder day on Thursday, still near to freezing on higher Scottish tops though, with some showers which again may just fall as some snow or some hail on the very high tops in the northwest. Gale force winds, even severe gales in more northern parts of the Highlands, and generally windy for all. Early rain across England and Wales clearing to leave some sunny spells and scattered showers. Detail of exact position and timing of the low pressure systems is quite uncertain later in the week as the weather pattern is moving quickly, but we do have the risk of a more active low bringing rain and perhaps extensive hill snow to Scotland if the air just remains cold enough across northern regions. That's one to watch later in the week. Milder for England and Wales, and the risk of gales or even stormy conditions at times, and that rather unsettled pattern will take us into the weekend. Low pressure clearing off eastwards, again uncertainty on exact detail, the risk still of gales or even severe gales on the mountains, much colder air sweeping back in from the northwest, snow showers in the forecast at that point. As we go further through the weekend and even into the start of next week though, high pressure is on the horizon building strongly from the west, and the scope that second week of December does offer some much quieter settled weather with fog, frost and inversions. Plenty to watch then in the days ahead. You can find all your local details for the next 3 days on our website. That is your Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching.